Hi, this is Mahendran Subramanian. Today we have with us Krishna Badwane, the co-founder of Indian Drivers, empowering driver community by generating employment opportunities. So let's hear it from him. Hi Krishna, how are you doing?
Yeah, fantastic, great, good.
Nice to come to your office. I've been planning for a long time. So, okay, to start up, like you've been in this business for almost 15 years. It's a different industry altogether. Like, I think this industry was not existing a couple of years back. So how did you manage to come into this industry?
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to thanks for giving this opportunity to have my conversation on your channel. To start with our business, yes, it is a kind of a new concept, new business model that we have evolved over the period of decade. So this journey started long back in 2010. One of my friend's father, asking for help to get a driver job in Pune. So in that process to get the job for my friend's father, we got the idea of this business model. So we have, spoken to multiple people. Is that model can be workable? So we got different responses from the people. This category of drivers is very risky. So choose wisely if you are entering into business.
Yes.
Few people said it is huge potential. It is best business model to work on.
Okay.
So, but we took that risk. Let's start, because unless somebody will not take the initiative, how someone will arrive stating that it is workable or not workable.
You have to make a move.
Exactly. So, basis that, post that incident that I could not, help my friend's father to get a driver job, we started working on this model. Primarily, we given advertisement for drivers, and we got decent reply from classified ad into newspaper. We got around 40-50 drivers in a week time.
Okay.
They were looking for jobs, and we understood the pattern of their salary, how the wages has been paid by the corporates as well as individual. What is their expectation? What are their challenges to get the jobs, and why they are jobless? So we understood their business model, and then we given small advertisement into Times of India.
Okay.
So that has given the confidence basically. Yes, we have a lot of business opportunities when we are potential, when we are required, to ensure this business model to execute. So we got an excellent response from the drivers. We got excellent response from the customers also.
Okay.
So that way we started, building this business. So in 2010 we have started exploring the various ways how we can reach out to the individuals.
Yeah.
So we started with newspaper advertisement, then we started with radio ads, few flex at the PMT, which is our local transport buses, and that's how we started our business in 2010.
But how did you make it well organized?
Yeah. So basically, as of now, if we start any business, we have something in place to replicate that model, to understand how does it work, what is the framework, what are the SOPs. But the business like us, which doesn't exist in market, so we have to create our own ideas and own frameworks to design. So that was, it is a difficult task, because we had prepared SOPs, we have cleared it off, we kept in dustbin, and again we have to redesign, because ultimately it was an experiment. So when we are experimenting, we have to try multiple times, and finally we form a set of things. Yes, this is the good to go ahead, and that's how this business has been started. So initial period was very tough for us, but we kept that patience for initial period, let's say for 2-3 years, and then after 2-3 years we were enjoying running the show.
That's great. Because I see drivers are different breeds. They're not really even done 10th or so. So how do you manage to bring them and make it so organized? Because this driver sector is such that it's totally unorganized.
Yes.
It's unorganized. So you have made it so organized, because I have got a lot of reviews from the people who have used your service, especially the corporates and the individuals. You have a good rating in the market.
Exactly. So initially we have faced a lot of problems from the customers to complaints with respect to drivers' punctuality. Many times is grooming, many times is body language. So they are coming from a lower economic group, that is again from uneducated background.
Yes.
So we needed training regularly.
Okay.
So our focus was on training initially. We were conducting probably once in a quarter. Then we reduced now is to almost once in a month. To have the bombarding of professionalism, basic etiquettes, what are the do's and don'ts when you are reaching at the client base. So training has played a very vital role to organize this sector, because whenever you are approaching a candidate for your company, you have your own criteria. This person should have such kind of an education, experience. But a person who is becoming driver, he don't need any kind of qualification except a driving license. And as you know, driving license is not the sufficient tool to become a driver.
Yes.
So that is the lack of this industry. If an electrician need a proper diploma or degree in place to become an electrician, but in driver there is no institute or education who is helping them to
basic
become a
education
groom
is not
driver.
required.
Yes, exactly, and that's what, as you rightly mentioned, the name of drivers is very bad among the society. That they are stealing their things from the car. They are cheating on the fare. They are not reporting on the time. So this is lack of professionalism. And at the same time, we are working on these parameters once we understand from the drivers, and we are definitely improving on that part. Now we have drivers who speak in English too. So our 50% corporate pool is expat only foreigners. For our Tata Group, Mahindra, Bosch, ZF, we have around 100 plus large corporate contracts wherein our drivers are working, and they are expat foreigners. And our drivers fluently can communicate at the client place.
Basic English.
So we have improved their overall standard of living with set of skills required to upgrade themselves. So we played an important role in their life to become a driver, to a professional driver or chauffeur.
So what kind of training do you give to the drivers? Do you have any particular syllabus or curriculum where you follow?
We have developed our own training models over the period of years. While interacting with the clients, we get the feedback. So where our drivers are exactly lacking, so we get the areas. On the same, on the other side we get the, feedback from the drivers too. How this training is helping them on their actual ground level. So on both the feedback, we keep on improvising on the training content. So training content consists of first thing is basic etiquettes. So grooming playing an important role as of now. So example, gone are the days people were hiring driver for status.
Yes.
You might have heard people in 20-25 years back, the people who got decent amount of money, a millionaire or billionaire supposed to have driver, right? But in today's scenario, we are not hiring for driver for our status. We are hiring for availability. We are hiring to avoid these traffic issues, parking problems, which doesn't exist 25 years back.
25 years, of course, yes.
So the reason for which people are hiring drivers has completely changed over the period of decade now. So we have understood that pattern and we have incorporated training in such a way, the content, the basic etiquettes, the grooming, how to behave with the clients, how to welcome the clients, basic rules while driving on the highways, on the roads, so we can say traffic and RTO law. So we have included all the aspects into our training.
Oh, that's wonderful. So that's why we have a good reputation waiting in the market.
Right.
And I also think you are looking to diversify, apart from your spread out in other cities, like you're providing service pan-India.
Yes. So broadly, our services can be categorized into two parts. First, one is B2C model, which is targeted at individuals. So we call it as an on-demand driver service. When a car owner needs driver for a few hours or local or road station journey, he can book driver on this app. On the other side, we have B2B line, which is catering to the large corporate. So we are providing drivers with all the compliances. So we are the 100% compliant company in terms of Social Security Act as well as compliances. So compliances consist of Provident Fund, ESI, medical aid, labor welfare and everything. So these two verticals are helping to each other.
Right.
For example, a driver who is jobless now is working on our B2C model as a freelancer. And whenever he get the opportunity, he shift from B2C to B2B model.
Okay.
So that way, these both the
Makes sense.
verticals are engaging to each other,
Sure.
that are helping to balance our
Balance, yeah.
business on the both sides. So with respect to the expansion, absolutely we are getting requirements from other parts of the country. So we have expanded to Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai and Delhi. So
Okay.
we have operations in all these cities, and next year we are planning to expand to other 3 cities across the India.
Oh, wonderful. So what are your other plans like? Apart from this, any other thing you would like adding up like?
Yes. So now we have expertise into driver management. We understood this model pretty well. We got our automation in place. So business is working superb in terms of overall management and due to the vintage of the business. Now we are expanding to EV fleet management. Now
Sorry?
we are exploring EV fleet, electric cars.
vehicles.
Electric cars. So the world is moving on the electric cars now, because it has zero emission
Yeah,
kind
pollution,
of
what it
support to
is.
the environment friendly requirement. So now we are exploring that business opportunity that is under discussion, but probably by 2 weeks time I'll give you the good news.
Wonderful, yes. Of course. So you are increasing your fleets.
Yes,
In
we
terms
are
of
entering into separate line of
separate.
business. This is in kind of a driver management company.
That's a
This
different
will be a
segment.
separate segment where
Okay.
we will be providing car with drivers.
Okay.
So this is
Electric
cab.
vehicles mostly.
Electric vehicle.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Exactly.
How beneficial is electric vehicle apart from pollution? Zero
So it
emission.
has wonderful benefits. So if you have experienced electric car, so it has zero noise.
Yes.
So when you are, I travel from Pune to Mumbai twice with IC cars, that is petrol or diesel cars, and EV. So EV has very better experience in terms of when you travel, let's say 4 hours journey, you feel relaxed because the noise and vibration is very
Very
less
low.
compared to normal cars.
Okay.
So that gives you more productivity in terms of your overall productivity, where you are going for a meeting, you are attending some seminar. So that 4 hours journey you will give you more in relaxed manner. So that is one aspect. Second aspect, it has fuel efficiency. So electric cars are almost, will drive per kilometer cost is almost 30% of the other traditional cars.
Really?
So that way you are saving around 70% on the fuel cost.
Okay.
That is the second best. And
That's a
third,
big savings actually.
yes, exactly. Right.
How do you see yourself, say, another 10 years from now?
So yes, of course, this 10 years going to be a very extraordinary in automotive industry. The autonomous car started riding on the roads in the United States. We never know when they will arrive. It's a tough period for us, looking at the road conditions as well as traffic conditions. But the way in which the highways are growing, the kind of infrastructure is developing in India, we can expect in 10-15 years that autonomous car will land on our Indian roads.
Okay.
So definitely we are seeing this as an opportunity to, after probably decade time, we would be dealing in autonomous car, we would have fleet of autonomous car, and we would be expanding on that lines.
That's great.
So we are planning to have our business operations cross the border. So we would like to have a global presence by next 10 years time.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. That's very ambitious, and all the best for that.
Yes.
So also I would like to know, like, how the corporates are coming to you. What kind of better service do you do to the corporates? Because I see a big list of corporate companies.
Yes. So primarily, this space of driver management is managed by manpower supplier, facility, housekeeping.
Housekeeping, okay.
So they don't have specialized set of drivers, pool of drivers. So they were managing on their own. But when it comes to the replacement, if driver is on leave on a particular day, so that was not the solution for the customers, because they were saying we don't have pool of drivers. Now you manage on your own. So that was a big pain point for the corporates.
Yes.
Because let's say an MD of a Tata can't drive on his own if his driver is on leave.
Yeah, very much.
Exactly. So that was a pain point for the HR and admin people. So from where to get a person who will sit beside his MD? What if he speak in different way? What if he drive rashly? So that was the major challenge. So we took that as a challenge and we became a driver management company instead of a facility or a man or supplier company. So that way corporates get the benefit of smoothly and continuous drivers availability at their place, along with the compliance, which is very much important for the corporates. They will not compromise on the compliance part, which is mandatory on their side. Third aspect, the requirement of drivers. Earlier, driver has to only drive cars. Now, driver has become one level up. The driver has to take care of his personal requirement too, in terms of managing his schedule. So, in few cases, we have given driver come PA, personal assistant.
Really?
In few cases, we have given driver come bouncer. So, they are playing multiple roles now for the corporates. So, on the corporate side, they are saving cost of one person instead of hiring two guys. They are hiring one. On the other side, I am able to give fantastic salaries to my drivers because they are doing both the roles. So that way we have created different categories into this segment. So this is kind of an invention into our line of business.
It's really interesting. So finally, what do you have to say? The future of this industry. What do you have to, like, you have any giveaways to the young generation who's looking for business opportunities?
So I think whatever I learned over the period of decade, we have to look out for the solutions, whatever the problem we face in life. I got this problem and I built this business over the period of decade. So if I had not looked at the problem from the solution-oriented perspective, probably I didn't get into this line and didn't build that business could have generated employment to 20,000 drivers across India.
20,000, my goodness. How do you manage to manage such a large numbers?
Exactly. So it's a team effort only. We have built team to manage that. We have resources. We have consultant to take care of that. So it's not in a day or a month or years, and it's a decade kind of an arrangement to help up to that level of business. So end of the day, I think we have to look at the problems from solution perspective. How we can find the solution for that problems, and probably you will click in business which will change the way that runs into the industry.
Wonderful. So that was nice, Krishna. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please do like, subscribe and watch.